Kayne West drugged and raped his former assistant at a party with Diddy, she claims in a horrifying new lawsuit against the disgraced rapper. Influencer and former OnlyFans star Lauren Pischota sued West in June for allegedly sexually harassing and stalking her while she worked for him in 2021-22. Now, a new 88-page updated lawsuit filed on Friday night and obtained by Daily Mail. Makes dozens of new disturbing claims. Pischota detailed West's alleged sick sexual obsessions, and his fetish for also wanting to sleep with his target's mothers, including his wife Bianca Censora's family. The lawsuit delves into his allegedly infamous sex parties and the full horror of his neo-Nazi views that included hate-filled rants and forcing staff to draw swastikas. She also claimed West promised to pay her a $4 million a year salary, bragged about it to Jay-Z, then wrongfully fired her and reneged on a $3 million severance payout. West denied the claims in her original lawsuit, calling them baseless, and accused her of blackmail and extortion, but has yet to file a defense. Drugged and raped future assistant, but her most serious claim was that years before she worked for him, he drugged and raped her, only allegedly confessing in his last weeks as her boss. Pischota claimed she met West when he invited her client, a musician, to a studio session and party he co-hosted with his friend Sean Diddy Combs. West announced that everyone at the event at the Santa Monica studio had to drink if they wanted to stay, and she was handed a beverage by West himself. Pischota, after a few sips, suddenly started to feel disorientated and began to slip into an altered and highly impaired state, the lawsuit read. She felt less in control of her body and speech, and that is where her memories of the night escape her, it claimed. The next day, she felt ashamed and embarrassed that she couldn't remember the evening, and her musician client refused to discuss what happened. Pischota claimed she only learned years later why her client was too traumatized and disturbed to speak about that night. After years of believing she was drugged by a studio assistant but escaped without being molested, she allegedly learned the truth from West. She claimed that not long before he fired her in November 2022, he was enraged about a comment his ex-wife made about him and Pischota having an affair while he was still married. The ex-wife's name was withheld in the lawsuit, but West's only wife besides Censori was Kim Kardashian, who divorced him earlier in 2022. Pischota told West she wanted to send Kardashian a text to clear things up with her, as it appeared she was under the wrong impression about them. However, she claimed West told her she couldn't send a message denying they were ever intimate, due to what happened at the Santa Monica party. "We did kind of hook up a little one time," the lawsuit claimed West told her. West then immediately proceeded to reminisce about the time he was referring to, where he hooked up with Pischota after she had been drugged, the lawsuit claimed. Pischota claimed West had told Kardashian they hooked up but left out the true nature and severity of what he did to her. Had Kardashian been told the truth and known Pischota was in fact drugged and sexually assaulted by Kanye West, she would never have made the comment, the lawsuit claimed. A shocked Pischota claimed she told West she had no memory of the night, and he laughed, saying women love to say they don't remember, then changed the subject. Depraved West told Bianca Censori he wanted sex with her mother. Pischota's lawsuit claimed West's true nature was predatory, aggressive, compulsive, vulgar, perverse, and frighteningly calculative. It called him a premeditative and sadistic groomer who used his fame and position to feed his insatiable sexual gratification and animalistic desires that have little boundaries. The lawsuit claimed he often had sex with employees and a rotating list of guests in his Yeezy company's offices. Employees were ordered to construct makeshift bedrooms consisting of a mattress on the floor, pillows and a blanket in a room or even just a closet. He also used the staff bathrooms and changing rooms, the lawsuit claimed. West had a kink for wanting to have sex with mothers of his sexual targets, as well as them, which he frequently talked about, the lawsuit claimed. He allegedly sent Piszczota a screenshot on September 28, 2022, of a text conversation between him and Sensory about wanting to have sex with her mother. "I wanna FK your mom. Before she leaves," he wrote, the lawsuit claimed. According to the filing, he asked Piszczota, "Should I add I meant I want you to watch me FK your mom?" Another time, he allegedly texted Piszczota on September 13, 2022, about an A-list fashion model he was determined to have sex with, and requested she model for his sunglasses campaign. Is young A-list fashion model better for me than different A-list fashion model? How do I tell her I need to FK her mom bod? Another time on June 14, 2022, he allegedly texted her about a sexual encounter with a model. "I feel like you could be a spectator. I just feel like she needs an audience. A beautiful audience lol," he wrote in a text, the lawsuit claimed. One time, Piszczota informed him of a delay with Japanese work visas, and she claimed he replied with a bizarre string of texts. "So I'll come back to LA. I do want to see my kids," he wrote, before reverting to type. On "There's so much P*Y in LA I may rent a room, take the honey pack, drink some tequila and just take appointments," he allegedly added. "I am a great guy and dad. But I love bad B***** he's and I love to FK the S** T out of bad B**** he's and make them fall in love too." Sex trafficking girls from around the world and wild sex parties. Piszczota claimed Kanye used his connections at companies like Adidas and Gap to get work visas to traffic women into the U.S. for sex. They were given obscure job titles at his companies and had them sign NDAs about their experiences. But he was brazenly open with Piszczota and other staff about it, giving them grotesque details and always filmed it so they could get the full picture, the lawsuit claimed. The lawsuit claimed West often offered up his sexual partners, employees, and women he trafficked as gifts to his friends and colleagues, both to make himself look and feel cool and to gain an upper hand in business negotiations. One was called a gift straight from Russia. Piszczota claimed he tried to gift her to, but without success, including one time that the man he offered her to, an A-list celebrity, warned her about it. The lawsuit detailed how West frequently hosted sex parties at hotels like the Nobu Ryokan Malibu Hotel, Beverly Hills Waldorf Astoria and San Isidro Ranch in Montecito, California. She claimed he made up elaborate schemes to lure her and other women there, usually claiming he needed something. Often it was sex honey, a sexual enhancement product he allegedly took and required Piszczota to always have ample supply on hand. She claimed he once openly admitted his plan was for her to bring him some so he could involve her in one of the parties. He texted her, "And yeah, I wanted you to bring honey and stay but it didn't work lol. What you want for your B-day," the lawsuit claimed. The The lawsuit claimed West had ever-changing moods that meant he would either respond to her shutting down his advances and invitations to sex parties with offers of luxurious gifts, or intense anger and frustration and assignments that were difficult or impossible, just to punish her. West was an anti-Semitic bully. West's career infamously went into freefall when he began spouting anti-Semitic hate speech and self-identified as a neo-Nazi. This began on October 8, 2022, when he tweeted, "I am a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up I am going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people." He added, "The funny thing is I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew also. You guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who ever opposes your agenda." Pisciotta's lawsuit revealed what she claimed were the events leading up to this outburst, and how it began his escalating bigotry toward Jews. West had demanded the biggest hotel suite in LA, but none of the places she knew he liked were available. Pisciotta called their real estate advisor, who called in a favor to secure a last-minute 5-star penthouse in West Hollywood. But just 10 minutes after arriving, Kanye stormed out of the hotel calling Pisciotta in a rage, claiming the room was trash. Of course, real estate advisor got him that trash hotel room with light blue walls, because that is something a Jew would do, the lawsuit claimed he told her. West then called her again, from the car, to go on a vile anti-Jewish rant, the lawsuit claimed. Later that night he sent the infamous anti-Semitic tweet. Afterwards, he called Pisciotta and got her to read the tweet back to him, because it turned him on, the lawsuit claimed. West sent her numerous other anti-Semitic texts detailed in the lawsuit, many extremely vile and disturbing. The lawsuit claimed West's bigotry got even worse after he abruptly ended his partnership with Gap and left the shared office. He moved Yeezy into one upstairs from an American Apparel factory in South Central LA at the behest of his good friend, the company's founder. The lawsuit didn't name him but explained he was forced to step down from his former company and was serially accused of sexual harassment and misconduct. They shared a passion for sex and promptly set up Kanye's office sex bedrooms, the lawsuit claimed. As soon as the company moved in, West gathered all the staff, and gave a long-winded, anti-Semitic, racially charged, threatening hate speech. He took heavy breaths and aggressively expressed his love and admiration for the genius Adolf Hitler, the lawsuit claimed. Kayne West went on to announce his infatuation with Nazis and the Holocaust, as well as his utter hatred for very specific Jewish people, especially the Jewish people who were currently in power in the music industry, among many other things. He concluded his rant by declaring he was at war with Jews. Immediately after the speech he berated a young, newly hired graphic designer to draw a swastika, which he declined, but West insisted and bullied him, saying it was a test and asked if he was Jewish, the lawsuit claimed. The designer stood up to West and said had read about the Holocaust and couldn't accept the request. West allegedly demanded he draw it or he would be fired on the spot, and eventually the designer gave in, as West stood over him and watched. West then instructed him to begin rendering a new Yeezy logo that he desired to be inspired by and incorporate Hitler and the swastika symbol, according to the lawsuit. He then moved on to passing around his phone to show everyone the most offensive, disgusting, and vile sexual messages he sent to the editor-in-chief of the most famous fashion publication in the world. The lawsuit claimed West often yelled Heil Hitler, and performed Nazi salutes around the office. He regularly compared himself to Hitler and a Nazi, the filing alleges. He would ask employees and guests to reveal their practicing religion and, depending on their answer, they could be terminated or asked to leave for a specific amount of time. If anyone voiced their true concerns or verbally disagreed with West in any way, they would risk being humiliated and immediately banned and blacklisted. West spread hundreds of pieces of clothing across the floor of a large open space in the office, and had clothing designers draw swastikas on them, the lawsuit claimed. He said his staff were his army and he was Hitler. West's bipolar mood swings. West was diagnosed as bipolar, according to sources close to his family, which contributed to his mood swings and bizarre behavior. Pisciotta's lawsuit detailed how occasionally after one too many sex parties, he would very briefly take stock of his disgraceful and illegal behavior and lifestyle, spend some time thinking about his family and his children and want to repent in some way. What followed were his god-like phases. He demanded there be no cursing, no alcohol, no sex, and all women around him be covered from head to toe so they wouldn't tempt him. They never lasted long and his vices would return with a vengeance. During one of these phases in August, Pisciotta's lawsuit claimed he wanted her to delete her OnlyFans account as he felt it would make her godlike and he was also worried it would interfere with his campaign for U.S. president. He then began to obsessively compare her to members of Donald Trump's staff and told her she needed to be more like them, and told her to contact one of them to give her tips. He said her OnlyFans could be a reason he would not get elected, but he admitted another reason was that it caused him too much temptation. Pisciotta claimed she deleted it after he promised her an extra $1 million. This was in contrast to when he would often brag about her OnlyFans account to professional business meetings when she entered. Pisciotta claimed he said that she was not only the smartest and hottest assistant of all time but also a millionaire and OnlyFans superstar. She claimed her social media and tasteful OnlyFans earned her $1 million a year by themselves. Promoted to Chief of Staff with $4 million salary. Central to the unfair dismissal part of Pisciotta's lawsuit is her claim that West promoted her to his Chief of Staff with a $4 million salary. Her lawsuit claimed this happened on September 13, 2022, and was so pleased he shared the news with many associates including his good friend Jay-Z. He sent Pisciotta a screenshot of the exchange, the lawsuit claimed, checking in. Pray all is well. I made Lauren Pisciotta Chief of Staff and I would like for name withheld to meet with her because I know she would relate, he wrote to Jay-Z, the lawsuit claimed. Jay-Z replied, "Peace. All is well, wishing the same for you and yours. Yeah, thanks for that nod, that makes me smile. Congrats." The same day, Pisciotta claimed West he sent her a text confirming her salary. "I am giving you a $3 million raise. You are now my official Chief of Staff." However, even before this promotion, her salary came with a cost, both in workload and constant sexual harassment, she claimed. She was to be available 24/7 and had to request time off to do literally anything including to sleep, shower, or go to the doctor, and give him exhausting details about why. One time, she asked to go to a Pilates class and he was in a good mood so he said yes, but with an allegedly disgusting text. He called Pisciotta his therapist and often had her sit in silence while he ranted for hours on end. West refused to carry a wallet, money, credit cards or even ID, so she had to make sure everything was paid everywhere he went. Another time, West was so turned on by the leggings she once wore to work that he called them her super pants and got her to buy them for women he wanted to sleep with. Constant sexual harassment. Piszczota detailed how West was allegedly obsessed with having sex with her, and tried many ruses and manipulations to woo her. Not getting her frustrated him, but also thrilled and excited him. It became a game to him, she claimed. West on June 15, 2022, complained in a text to Piszczota, "I always get money. I never get Lauren." On her birthday on August 17, 2022, he insisted she personally bring his passport to him at the Aman Hotel in New York City. She claimed this was done because he only wanted her to spend her birthday with him, and he wanted a hug. Many other sick texts and disturbing alleged incidents were described in her original lawsuit. West was also sent spinning into a hateful and frightening rage by as little as an employee wearing the wrong color, or an exclamation mark in a text message, the lawsuit claimed. Ye is no stranger to bullying, harassment, public humiliation, tantrums, and other scare tactics, the lawsuit claimed. He regularly, both publicly and privately, uses these tactics when interacting with Piszczota, his family members, A-list celebrity female musicians, high-level public figures and executives, Chase Bank presidents and board members, people of the Jewish religion and former and current staff and executives at his companies and those of Adidas and Gap to get what he wants. Piszczota claimed A-list singers and rappers, along with Kanye's friends and executives, were so concerned by seeing his behavior toward her that they asked if she was okay or needed help. There were small windows where West wasn't being abusive, or aggressively trying to woo her, that he appeared to give genuine praise. Piszczota used various examples as evidence that he valued her work enough to promote her to chief of staff with an enormous salary. She claimed West referred to her as the inspiration for Yeezy Season 1 in high-level business meetings. One time, when a model he was relentlessly pursuing finally agreed to have dinner with him, he showed his appreciation, if in a disturbing way. Hitting the restaurant with, "Model, thank you for always believing in me. I thank you. My DK thanks you. My brand thanks you," the lawsuit claimed he wrote. An attorney for West did not immediately respond to the Daily Mail. Com's request for comment regarding the recent filing.